It's inevitable that at some point during your medical school journey you have to study over the Christmas break for January exams, and in this video we're going to talk about how to do that in a way that's productive and a way that doesn't ruin your Christmas break. In my final year of medical school, after 7 long years of Christmas cramming, of festive focus, of holidays holed up in the library trying to cram and study for my January exams, I've hopefully reached the last time I will have to study over the Christmas break. However, those 7 years have not been wasted, and I think during that time I've learnt some great ways about how to stay focused and study productively over the Christmas holidays, and how to make sure that you still have some time for socialising, for family, and for some fun. Hey, for anyone who doesn't already know me, my name is Connor and I'm a final year medical student at King's College London. My number one tip for anyone who's spending any time studying, whether it's in the holidays, whether it's during term time, make a schedule. This doesn't have to be 9:15 wake up, 9:20 get out of bed, 9:30 get in the shower, and so on. It's not down to the minute. It's not what you're going to be spending every single second of your day studying or doing, but it's an idea of what you want to get done in the day. I like to set myself something that I'm going to be doing in the morning and something that I'm going to be doing in the afternoon. And then as long as I've got those two things done in the day, I feel like I've had a productive session. I don't make myself feel down because I haven't completed all of the tick boxes that I line myself up to do. And it doesn't even really matter if you don't end up doing the thing that it was that you said you would do. As long as you have a schedule that says, in the morning I'm going to be studying this thing, if you sit down and you realise that actually you'd be better off studying the physiology of the heart than the drugs that you use to treat diabetes, that doesn't matter. You've still learnt something, you've still been productive. By setting yourself a schedule, you've got yourself there in front of your laptop or in front of your notes, however it is you like to revise. There's 5 tips in this video, and please, as soon as you find one of them even vaguely useful, remember to hit that like button and subscribe. Tip number 2, and this is a really big one for winter especially. Get yourself out of the house. It's so easy to sit down at your desk if you're lucky enough to have a desk in your room or somewhere in your house where you can study. It's so easy to just sit down there for the entire day. Sometimes I look at my phone and I realise that I've done less than 1,000 steps and it's like 8 p.m. and it's been dark for 4 hours. Get yourself out the house fairly early in the morning while it's still bright. Walk somewhere, cycle somewhere, get the bus somewhere, and set yourself up ready to have a productive session. If you want to, you can then move somewhere at lunchtime or get up and have a little walk around and get back to your desk after that for another session. By getting up and moving around, you're combining a little bit of exercise, you're getting your body working as well as your mind, and also you're making sure that you're getting some sunlight, because it's actually really important to be getting adequate light so that your brain understands what the hell is going on at this time of year. Tip number 3, don't bury yourself completely in your books and keep in touch with friends and keep on doing some of the normal family things that you would be doing around this time of year. Ideally, if you're able to study with some friends, I know it's difficult right now with Omicron, but whether that's via a Zoom call, over the phone, whether you're able to go to the library and socially distance there, get yourself studying with some friends, or at the very least talking to some friends about uni work. Get some of that normality carrying on through your winter break. Honestly, every year around this time of year, about 75% of my coping strategies, about 75% of how I'm able to keep going over the Christmas break is by complaining to my peers and complaining with my peers about the fact that we're having to study over the Christmas break. Even if all you end up doing with someone is dropping them a text and saying that you're so frustrated that today you had to spend all of your time learning about the different brain tumours and their CT findings, and you wish you could have been playing charades or Scrabble with your family, just having some of that solidarity with people will help to keep you sane, I promise. Number 4 is you have to promise not to beat yourself up about missing a day here and there. No one would be able to spend the 4, 5, 6 weeks that you have off from university over the Christmas time studying every single day and being productive every single day. You have to have some downtime. It's really unrealistic and it's actually unproductive to think that you're going to be super studious the whole time. And tip number 5, if you're living at home with family or you're living out with friends who maybe aren't having to study as much as you, tell them that you do need to study and tell them to respect some boundaries about when and where you need to be studying. I'm back at my mum's house over Christmas. It's where I normally am for Christmas, and I have to just set some boundaries. I have to just say, listen, there are going to be days where I'm not as sociable or as involved in family things as I would like to be, or as anyone else would like me to be, because I have to be studying, and it's not what I want to be doing, but it's what I have to be doing. Same goes with friends. If you've got other friends who are also studying or who aren't studying, they might just not quite understand whatever it is that you need to do for yourself. Maybe you're someone who has to study in the mornings, so you're not going to be involved in whatever it is you normally get up to in the mornings. Maybe you like to have your evenings and your nighttime studying, and that's just when you get your work done, and so people need to understand that your door's closed, you're studying, leave you alone. These are 5 really simple tips, and I hope that you're able to incorporate them in your studying this Christmas. I hope you have a productive, festive period, whether you celebrate Christmas or not. I hope you have a good winter break. And if you have any questions about studying at all, let me know in the comments below. If you don't have to study, then I really envy you. And make sure you make the most of it before you get into medical school, and you have to spend a lot of that time with your head in a book. If you found this video useful, please check out either of these videos for more tips on how to study this festive season.